Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Now Mourning. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Edwards from the arc. Chris Bosh with the rebound. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Here's Thompson.
Great defense, and this is what many people are saying. Anthony Edwards may be the best two-way player in the league.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Now here's Edwards. Count it.
Well, eyes up the floor, keeping the defense honest with that ball movement.
Here's Wade. There's the drive. Off target at the rim. Edwards drawing the double team. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. It's a three-point game. And the basket by Edwards.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. Out to Wade. From past the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And Wade is very selective from this area, but he can absolutely knock down the triple.
Out to the wing. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Kicks it out to Booker. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Mourning. Wade on the wing. To the inside. And stolen by Mourning. And Thompson puts up a deep three. And there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here is Edwards. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Pass to Edwards. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cunningham for three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Down low. Stolen by Wilson. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 10 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Edwards, no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And that one misses.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
Now, here's Thomas. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Thompson in the corner. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Cunningham. Still scoreless.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
Here's Wade going inside. Three-pointer. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Wade's got 6.
Well, a big key to jump shooting, staying consistent with your mechanics.
Count that one.
And with that quick first step, Beckers can blow by most defenders.
Here's Thomas. Wilson with the block. It's Cunningham with the drive.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Beckers. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Beckers.
That's a pretty shot by Beckers. That teardrop is a necessary option for a guard.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Well, I like her being aggressive even in close because she knows she has what it takes to capitalize.
.55 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Mourning. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Check out Mourning inside where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Here's Beckers, trailing by 10. Six on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Here's Beckers. Connects from three-point range.
Well, if she gets that look from deep, she's going to take it, and normally she's going to make it.
Pass to Thompson. It's Edwards on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Virginia Beach trails by 8. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Mourning. Now here's Bosch. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And stolen by Mourning. Pass to Booker. Bosch contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you can see Booker's been in the weight room, right? Shows it on that play.
For Virginia Beach, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Now here's Edwards. 15 points in the game. Cunningham looking around. That one drops for him. Cunningham's got 6.
Nice job getting inside and executing. I like seeing Cunningham be aggressive around the basket.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Booker, and there's the drive, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker has a gift for finding these cuts, and his speed doesn't hurt either.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Mourning. There's the 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Here's Booker to the paint. Here's Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Edwards. 15 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade. 8 points for him. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the free throw, no good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Outside Wilson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, that's a great delivery. Knows where her open teammate is and puts it on the money.
Johnson in the corner. Missed inside. It's Edwards on the wing. A 3-ball. Wade with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Timeout, timeout.
.131 left in the third quarter. Beckers.
Well, look, to have a wing like Johnson who's able to block shots like that, it elevates your defense.
Zero hesitation there. He decided to shoot before he even got it.
And the basket by Beckers. 1:07 left to play in the third. Pass to Mourning. Kicks it out to Booker. No good with the layup. Williamson looking it over. Here's Beckers. He's guarded by Johnson. And the basket by Beckers.
Well, with her great touch in the paint, Beckers is very good at finishing.
Pass to Booker. Booker in stride. It's tipped.
Well, he shows off his defensive instincts with that block.
Here's Beckers. Driving in. Good. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Here's Booker. No good that time. From deep three-point territory. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now here's Brunson. Here he goes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but It's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
So both teams changing it up here. One falls for Brunson.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller side, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. Trailing here by 8. That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second.
Well, when it comes to desire to create offense, there's no cause for concern with Devin Booker. He's a natural scorer.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Back to Bosch. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Now Thompson. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Booker! The three doesn't go. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. Virginia Beach trails by 7. Off the inbound, no good. Outside Wilson. Out to Brunson. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Bosch. Wilson with the block.
Yes, that's some serious rim protection. She's ready to get physical and contest everything.
Booker looking around. And here's Wade. 5 on the clock. Outside Bosch. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Left side, Edwards. Power down with both hands.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. So both teams making some changes here. Thomas goes in and stolen by Williamson. Edwards flying in. It's Edwards.
You can see Ant-Man light up on the break. Loves being in the open floor.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Fires the three. That does not go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Wade. Now Thomas. Outside Edwards. Morning inside. Williamson there for the rebound. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thomas fires. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Not that time. It won't go. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
George, that's a two-pointer. Virginia Beach pulls it in. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. And tonight, we've got Virginia Beach playing against East Rutherford. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. The drive by Bosch. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And the dunk by Booker.
And you think Booker is all finesse? Think again.
And it's Bosch at the elbow. Stolen by Bosch. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. And then Bosch with the jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Shots good by Bosch.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Here's Booker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And such a valuable high percentage shot, and he does a great job of taking advantage.
Brunson outside. Here's Kaman, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And uses that size to just bully his way around. Kaman not scared.
And the dunk by Booker.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer.
Now here's Brunson. Clock at 6. The 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Mourning. Outside for Nene. Outside Edwards. From downtown. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Wade gets the bucket.
And love the rise and fire approach from Wade, giving the D no time to react.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Nene. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. And it's Wade in the corner. From outside, off the mark. East Rutherford trails by 6. Pass to Bosch. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Out to the right wing. Brunson, left side. Buries the long-range jumper.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Virginia Beach. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Johnson. Millsap gets a hand on it.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Good job there of going on the attack and putting pressure on the rim.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Cunningham.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's a timely pass, setting her teammate up for success.
Pass to Millsap. And then Bosch with the jam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach making a switch here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Booker. The rebound by Johnson. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Pass to Vandersloot. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
Sure, why settle for the layup when you can just jam it home? You gotta love the aggressive finish.
And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Here's Booker, and he drives in, and he converts the layup. And it's a 4-point Virginia Beach lead.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
Kicks it out to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Booker. Bosch with it. Driving the lane. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
That's all you.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Bosch. Out to Wade. 3 on the clock. Oh, Dwayne Wade doing damage inside.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
To the wing right side. Fires it up. The shot by Vandersloot, no good. Booker fires from way outside. And that does it for the first half of play. It's Virginia Beach. They lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for East Rutherford. 6-point game. Kaman. Wade brings the double team. And it's Kaman missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Chris Kaman shooting. It's on Alonzo Mourning. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And using that 7-foot frame, Kaman finds himself at the line a lot.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking, consider moving the ball. Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Here's Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And Chris Bosch with the slam.
An elite scorer. Bosch can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Trailing by 2. Wade misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Brunson. Over to the wing. Five to shoot. Outside Bosch. Lets it go with a 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Wade outside. Chris Kaman pulls it in. And it's East Rutherford's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And finished off by Kaman.
Good to see Kaman throw it down, really showing no mercy inside.
Here's Bosch. It's not going to go for him. East Rutherford leading by 4. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Booker, driving in.
And this is what Booker is known for. This young guard more than capable of being a lights-out scorer.
Back to Bosch. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. That's what we call a winning play.
Brunson draws the double. Out to the right wing. Bosch with it. Now guarded by Booker.
Hold on! Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
And it's sent back by Bosch.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So both teams making some changes here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Here's Kaman, and finished off by Kaman.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. East Rutherford leads by 7. And we've got more. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. 7-point differential. Here's Wade. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, and speed and strength coming together for Wade on that drive.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. East Rutherford leading by 6. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Taking no chances all the way to the 10.
Wade can't hit.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Vandersloot with the bucket. Vandersloot's got the lead up to 10 now for East Rutherford.
Great look. And the important part, she finished down low.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score. Wow, no problem going right at the bigger defender.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach making a switch here. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Booker, and it's sent back by Kaman.
Love seeing this type of energy on defense from Kaman. Excellent swat there.
Well, you got to love the kick out. Excellent vision.
Johnson outside. Pass to Vandersloot. Up and in on the layup.
Man, it takes guts to step up in that situation. If she has any nerves, she's not showing it.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosch, cool as a cucumber on that one.
Here's Kaman. Edwards defending. Johnson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And East Rutherford leads by 6.
And when the corner threes are dropping, it really forces a defense to cover a lot of ground.
Important points from Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Huge bucket from Booker, playing beyond his years.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good ball movement here by East Rutherford. And finished off by Kaman.
That's the definition of clutch. You know Kaman has to feel amazing knocking that one down.
Here's Bosch. Back to Mourning. Stolen by Brunson. And he commits the intentional foul. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For three, Booker. Rebound, East Rutherford.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Shot and game clock separated by 5. He shoots again, and it's finished off by Kaman as he lays it in.
Doing big man things, Kaman battles to get the rebound and finish the play with some strength.
To the paint, and finished off by Kaman.
Assists are a sign of a good offense. They tell you it's running well.
And so it's East Rutherford with the win. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Pass to Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And that's just good court awareness by Bosch, finding the open man for the easy one.
Screen by O'Neal. Cunningham. And the layup falls.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
No good from Booker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Fort Worth. Dan Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Wade outside. And it's Wade with the jam.
Well placed. Pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Wade. And it's good for 2. Wade's got 7 points in the game.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade's smart to get to work inside. And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Back to Booker. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tipped away. 4 on the clock. Here's Nene. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And Thompson gets it to go.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
Back to Booker. And the rejection by Towns.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the...
Oh, look at that!
Man, that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under you.
Thompson for 3. Offensive rebound. And so Nene will bring it up for Virginia Beach. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Now Fort Worth with it. Here's Cunningham. The 15-footer. Good. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this is really important to Cunningham's development. He needs to keep rising, firing, and hitting these pull-up jumpers.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Fort Worth leads by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take right now on Fort Worth so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And it is so much fun watching.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Virginia Beach, they missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far. Both free throws good for Millsap.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards. How do you like that?
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Using that momentum on the drive to great effect. Now that's a dunk.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But
oh, that was something else.
Are you kidding me? Well, you know that one's going to make the highlight reel. Cunningham providing the entertainment.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Bosch. Edwards trying to get open. Bosch can't get it to go.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
Here's Halliburton. Fort Worth needs to get off a shot. And it's Divac missing. And Virginia Beach with the possession here. Trailing by 2. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And that one falls for Bosch. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Shot from the top of the key. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Halliburton converts inside.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Gordon does his job on the screen and gets rewarded with the bucket.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Fort Worth. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Great assist there. You can tell that she knew exactly where her teammate was going to be.
And he gets it to go.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And Fort Worth with some changes. Unloads. Outside, Towns. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Bosch. And the rejection by Towns. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Fort Worth ahead, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Shaq's shot is off. Here's Edwards. Johnson with the block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without fouling.
Thompson in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Thompson's got 11.
Well, you know teams covet that corner shot. It's the shortest 3 in the game.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Pass to Shaq. Bosch with some nice D. Virginia Beach trails by 3. Here's Wade. A dunk by Dwayne Wade.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a finish.
Thompson for the triple. And here's Shaq. Cunningham left side. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now that's 11 points for Cade Cunningham. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach trails by 3. Here's Booker. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
Halliburton outside. Off target from outside. For the lead. It's tipped.
Well, that's an incredible defensive effort there by him. He just erased that shot.
Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
And Halliburton doesn't get rattled easily. He's adept at finding ways to finish through contact.
Outside Bosch. Back to Booker. For the tie. Bosch, the screen. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Well, the thing is, Gordon's mobility allows him to make plays like that. Quick reaction to block the shot.
And Mourning sends it back. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. Virginia Beach making a switch here. And so Edwards will bring it up for Virginia Beach. It's a 3-point game. Takes a 3. They get it back. Out of bounds. It'll be Fort Worth's ball. Virginia Beach making a switch here. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Gordon. To the middle. Here's Durant. And finished off by KD.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Back to Booker. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Nene controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Gordon a screen. Lob pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And we've reached the end of the third. Fort Worth. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Thomas goes in near the three-point line. It's Wade. It's hauled in by Fort Worth.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Fort Worth?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Out to Wade. Back to Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
It's tipped. Halliburton outside. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. Good! Lays it right in there.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
Free throw no good for Divac.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Wade. 5 to shoot. Kenny gets it to go.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Durant. Now Halliburton shoots the 3. The shot misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Slams down the alley-oop.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosch, cool as a cucumber on that one.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Towns. Johnson outside. Now Towns. Throws it down. What an assist!
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Important points for Morning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Now Thompson. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Towns. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Now O'Neal. Oh, the size and the force of Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. And once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
huge bucket from Booker, playing beyond his years.
Here's Towns. Shaq with the screen. Now Cunningham. Knocked down the three.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Keeping the defense honest, can't be over-aggressive against Booker.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Towns is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And an intentional foul right there. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And Fort Worth calls time here. They lead by 5. And Fort Worth making a change here. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Johnson, that's for 2. And good, he nails it. Johnson with the block. So Fort Worth wins it. Some good competition, but Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. High post, Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Oh, how about the dunk right there? I love seeing him go up with that force.
Now Fears. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, this is how difficult it is to stop Randall. When he's committed to scoring, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And he can't hit the second.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. And it's Irving with the ball for Virginia Beach. To the inside. Mourning.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Fears. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Again, Cincinnati scores.
And not just a three-point shooter. JR proves that game in and game out.
And that one drops.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
And slam dunk by Fears.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Thomas. And that one, good.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Here's Johnson. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint. Wade gets the bucket.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade's smart to get to work inside.
Whoa!
Gracious. Oh, great find there for the open man.
And Mourning throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Smith. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. A wide open look here for Fears. No good on the triple. Laid outside. Wide open. And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Virginia Beach leads by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
You know, for a 6'9" wing, Johnson puts up really good assist numbers. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Doubled by Bosch on the wing. Johnson. Smith outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Smith's got 9 points.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
And the shot's good from Nene. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Johnson outside. Pass to Fear. Off target with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Bosch can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. Thomas up top. Kicks it out to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Virginia Beach, trailing by 2.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, you got to hit him more than that to prevent the basket. Nice focus right there.
Johnson's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Virginia Beach with some changes. Stolen by Nene. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. Back to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Here goes. Whoa!
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Smith. Virginia Beach making a switch here. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
.34 seconds left now here in the second. Randall right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. Cincinnati shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Irving. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That'll put J.R. Smith on the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from J.R. Smith. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Wade outside. Back to Irving. Here he goes. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cincinnati ahead, leading by just 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. So it's Cincinnati now. A 2-point game. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. His three-pointers off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. 5 to shoot. Baseline try. Avdia gets the bucket. And Cincinnati leads by 2.
Well, when Avdia shoots the ball, it just looks right. Great form.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Avdia. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Cincinnati, they missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And they double up Maxey. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Warning with it. Now Avdia defending. Three-pointer, Wade. Irving for 3. So it's Cincinnati now. They lead by 1. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Johnson in the corner. To the wing on the left. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Avdia. Cincinnati again missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Oh, moving so well for someone almost 7 feet. Bosch completing on that break.
Kicks it out to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Cincinnati. Inside, the kick out to Bosch. A three-pointer is right on target. Bosch has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
To Porzingis. Puts it up from 17. Virginia Beach leading by 3. And then Bosch with the jam.
Perfect timing on the alley-oop. Bosch has this kind of a connection with his teammates.
So it's Cincinnati now. Knocked loose. Stolen by Thomas. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Read the defense beautifully, puts the ball on the floor and makes a play.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Thomas. Shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, it's almost impossible to stop that turnaround, Jay. That's a shot he worked on endlessly in the offseason.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. And it's Virginia Beach with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Irving. Thompson outside. Pass to Nene. Out to Wade. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Johnson outside. Here's Queen. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Smith with it. Picked up by Nene. Here's Queen. Johnson outside. Fears with it. Another chance here. He gets the bucket on the lay-in.
Finding some space inside. Fears works hard for that one.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach leading by 4. Wade double team. Irving outside. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, that was a terrific pass from Wade. You knew he could find people, and that could separate him in this league.
Edwards misses the 3. Cincinnati trails by 6. Randall, and there's the dunk.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Rebounded by Randall.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bosch in the post.
And Bosh, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaking. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Randall surveying the D. And he drives in. Here's Johnson. Clock at 4. Randall. Jumper is off. Virginia Beach leading by 5. Edwards. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, what a finish.
Big moment. They trusted him, and Fears delivers. And right now, shouldering the load, Bosh looks at a tough situation and says, I got this.
Here's Irving. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smith.
He's been in these moments so many times. Smith, not one to shy away.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Wade outside. Irving looking over the floor. He misses the putback.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
So Virginia Beach picking up the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. So long, everyone. Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip. Outside Edwards. Left side Irving. Johnson in the corner. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Mourning. Wade outside. Back to Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
And the awareness on display there. Wade has a great understanding of when to be in attack mode and when to facilitate.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Irving double team. Pass to Johnson. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Randall. Irving from long range. Up top, Edwards. It doesn't go for him. And it's Irving with the ball for New York. Edwards with it. Wade picks him up. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Wade outside. Here's Edwards. Randall with the block.
Well, when Randall is engaged defensively, he can make an impact.
And there's the drive. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosh. Oh, man.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Virginia Beach shooting their first free throws of the game. And so Irving nails both of them.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Here's Irving with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you got to love when Irving attacks the defense. Knows how to get it done on the drive.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility,
And it's a great finish!
oh my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And the basket by Edwards.
And that wasn't easy, but he takes pride in being able to hit contested shots.
For 3, Edwards. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Bosh. Randall grabs the board.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And Randall throws it down.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Irving. Launches a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. And stolen by Mourning. Now here's Edwards. And that does it for the first quarter. New York leads by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint. And talented in so many ways, Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Here's Bosch to the left side wing. Millsap a screen. And Millsap slams it in.
Yeah, showing great vision that time. And that pass is right on the money.
I got the help.
Here's Becker. Virginia Beach trails by 3. Here's Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
New York calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Perkins. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Irving to the inside. Just 5 to shoot. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Drills it from outside. Simons has got 5 points so far.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Offensive rebound. Outside Irving. And stolen by Simons. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Simons. Wade brings the double team. Out left to the wing. Thompson in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Wade, right side. Perkins with the block.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
12 seconds left here in the second. And it's Wade in the corner. Wade down the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Perkins.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
Virginia Beach shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Second free throw, no good. And stolen by Mourning. It's stolen by Edwards. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New York ahead, up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Wade, and he drives in, and Wade slams it in.
The youngster showing no fear on his way in. Wade there with the nice finish.
New York calls timeout. And so here is New York. It's a 1-point game. Inside. And Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Pass to Mourning. New York moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by Bosch. Here's Mourning. Back to Edwards. Edwards at full speed. And throw down the reverse jam. Down low. Stolen by Bosch. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Pick by Randall. Thompson for the triple. New York, no good that time either. Wade with it. Now defended by Randall. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Mourning. Outside Irving. Back to Mourning. Virginia Beach needs to get off a shot here. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Thompson in the corner. Fires the 3. Randall is doubled to the left wing. Cunningham on the wing. Picked by Randall. Launches it. And Cade Cunningham with the 3. Cunningham's got 5.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. And here is Johnson. Cunningham on the wing. He has 5. And the dunk by Mourning.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Pass to Mourning. Now Irving. Wade surveying the D. That shot no good. The third quarter comes to a close. New York leads by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by 4. And Mourning throws it down.
Perfect feed. You make it easy on your teammates if you get it to them on time.
Pass to Cunningham. Now Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for New York. Back to Irving. Outside Millsap. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by New York.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Both teams will make substitutions. Virginia Beach trails by 10. Irving drives in. The long shot, no good. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And he jams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
New York with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Rebounded by Irving. Virginia Beach trails by 13. Jacks up a 3. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Now Edwards. Great job in close.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Simons with the ball. Guarded now by Irving.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach trails by 13. That one misses. Irving looking over the floor. Oh, what a play inside.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
New York leading by 12. Green left side. Rips it down with 2 hands.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Outside Irving. Here's Green. Perkins with the screen. Lets loose a three. Now Green. Now Irving. Shoots the three. Rebounded by Irving. That shot no good. Outside Irving. Jalen Green knocks down the three ball. And New York leads by 19. Irving attacking. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.